What's up, people? YouTube, Justin here from YouTube channel MTS. Ever since I released my PowerPI project out into the multimedia world, I've been getting a lot of comments, suggestions, and questions. But they're more along the lines of, why did I put a portable credit card sized computer into a gigantic, power-hungry case? Well, it actually just goes with preference. I really enjoyed the PowerPC line some Mac did, whether it be in the G5 or the G4s, but they were really cool computers during their respective time ages. But I've had this computer when it was a fully fledged G5, and I just could not get it to work. I changed everything to the RAM, battery, hard drive, RAM, and everything. So I broke it down and built this, and it does what I need it to do. It is a stay-at-home retro game arcade. However, a few friends ask, well, why can't I figure out a way to incorporate a screen to it? Now, there are a few ways to do this. As you guys know, I've collected an amalgam of computer parts over the years of me doing this type of work. And I actually have just a computer bin here of old laptop screens that do work. However, I would need a laptop controller screen, which is basically a motherboard that controls the respective LCD. And it's pretty cool because let's take this Dell for example. This is a Dell, I believe it was a Latitude. Yeah, this is like an old Dell Latitude laptop screen that I replaced and upgraded it into the laptop it's in now. And this can only do VGA at the time. Now, if I were to go on eBay or Amazon and buy a controller for probably 30 bucks, it would be able to do even HD. Nowadays, they just create them like that because that is the multimedia interface that we all use nowadays. Now, there is an easier solution. They have already made onboard GPIO pin LCDs for the Raspberry Pi. So what they actually included is this neat little HDMI dongle, which basically you would connect one end here to the HDMI input, and then this would go into the Pi's output, and that's how it would connect. Now, I don't want to do it that way, just due to the fact that I already have HDMI output going this way. What I would do if I had the correct cable is get like a switch and kind of make an HDMI switch where I can control if I want it to be on an integrated Pi, like the screen I will be putting in here, or just TV or just any type of video output for that matter. Long story short, in this video, we're going to try to get my PowerPI portable by putting a TV screen in it. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to try to see is if I can actually get the Pi to power the screen through the USB dock that's already embedded on the Pi. I don't want to run any more cables out the back into the Pi. I'm kind of avoiding the case thing. So what I'm going to do again, because besides the GPIO pins, the other way that this screen gets power is through micro USB. So what I'm going to try to do is run it from the power to the power from the PowerPi to the screen. So let's see if that works. All right, here we go. We got this USB here going right from the Pi in here to power the screen. We got HDMI from the Pi right in here instead of the panel mount out the back. And without further ado, and we'll turn it on. And this has a backlit button that's already on, so even if the screen doesn't turn on with the Pi image, it will go white. So let's check it out. This issue again. There we go. This is not good. There's the switch. Maybe the switch isn't on right. Which way does the switch go? You kidding me? Please work. There we go. We have scan lines, and it actually is flickering like that, which it should not be doing. These are scan bars. These are when the camera and the refresh rate of the screen don't match up. There's no reason why it should be like this though, because I do have activity light. There we go, I got some words there. These are how Raspberry Pi projects normally work. You would actually have the Pi, then the little screen you would want, and then like a case you can make for it. But if I actually get this to work, I would have to rethink the whole entire case design, because then I have power through the screen's USB powering the Pi through the GPIO pins, meaning one USB will be used. So this would be very interesting if this works. I mean, I don't think it will, but if it does, great. So again, same issue. I don't think this little screen is gonna work. So just put everything back together. Now, since this project was a failure, people are probably gonna be asking, why did I post this? Now, since this project was a failure, I'm sure people are asking, why did I post this? Well, we can't kind of move forward unless we learn from the mistakes of the past. I mean, I have no idea why this doesn't work. Honestly, this should be versatile. Theoretically, the Pi should be smart enough to change aspect ratios and just scan through the HDMI or any video, analog, or any other bullshit. It should be smart enough to correct the size of the video it's outputting, but at the same time, this is not a regular screen. This is a specific made screen that needs special coding. But in the software, there is coding for this. This is a Raspberry Pi screen. So even through regular HDMI and USB power, it wasn't working. And then even power through the GPIO pins, the way that it's supposed to be used, it still didn't work. So unfortunately, this one is scrapped. Now, at the end of these projects I do with the Pi, I always put, moving forward, what do I want to do? I still want to put a fan on this, because I actually overclocked it. I didn't make a video on that. I'm only making a video on this based on the cool things I do to it. So I think overclocking the software is pretty stupid. What I want to do is make a hard drive, a metal hard drive harness, because this terabyte of hard drive with all the games I have on it, it's ran through an external USB port, USB hub, and that's not really ideal for the way I want it. But if I'm gonna use it on the outside, I want to utilize this beautiful case. So I might make something where I can drill into the case. I mean, the case is all aluminum, but it's got holes. So I might make a mounting bracket for this, make a harness so I could just maybe mount it to the bottom of it, and it'll always be plugged in through USB.